How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins, Media Corner, back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time for this new episode for the series is going to be my review on the 2023 Christmas comedy drama film, and that is The Holdovers. Now, this film was directed by Alexander Payne, director of films such as Election, About Schmidt, Sideways, The Descendants, and Downsizing, which that was his last film he directed. And in this film, we follow a cranky history teacher named Paul Hunham, played by Paul Giamatti, whom he works at a remote prep school, and he is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student named Angus, played by Dominic Sessa, who has no place to go, and a grieving cook named Mary, played by Divine Randolph. So that's pretty much the story of The Holdovers. Now, this was one of my most anticipated movies for 2023. I was really excited for The Holdovers. And when it comes to Alexander Payne as a filmmaker, I think he has definitely become a really great filmmaker that's working to this day. He has crafted some very well-made films over the last few years and decades. He did Election and About Schmidt, which two movies I really enjoyed. And when he made Sideways back in 2004, I really adored that film. It is one of my favorite dramedies of all time, and it still holds up to this day for being one of my all-time favorites. And he did another dramedy film that I really loved, which was The Descendants, which I also really adored that film as well. And for his last film, which was Downsizing, I wouldn't say it is his best film like his last few films he done, but it wasn't a bad film. I thought it was just overall a fine movie with Matt Damon. And so when I heard he was making a new movie here, which was this, like I said, I was really excited. And when I heard that Paul Giamatti was going to be in this movie, I was really intrigued to see what he was going to do here, since I think he's a really talented actor. And I was really surprised as well. This is the second time he's worked with Alexander Payne, because they both worked on together for Sideways. So I was really excited even more to see what they were going to do the second time around with this movie here. And this film came out back in October of last year in the US, while in the UK it just came out just a few days ago, which it came out on last Friday. And so I didn't see this film on opening day because I wanted to see something else at the time, which was the new Mean Girls film. And so I saw this film just a few days after it came out. So I saw this on a Monday in a really small screening with a lot of people in it. And after watching this whole movie here, I can definitely tell you guys that this is definitely another one of my favorites of 2023 here. I absolutely adored The Holdovers here. This movie was indeed absolutely wonderful here. For Paul Giamatti's performance in this movie here, this is easily got to be his best role here. He is absolutely incredible in the movie here, you guys. He just generally gives his all here through the whole character, the material that he was given for his character in this movie here, which I thought was very well connected, because I did find myself really connected with him throughout the entire film here, because we do learn a little bit about his past and how he interacts with other characters in the movie here. And like I said, Giamatti absolutely nails his role here throughout the entire film here. And as for Dominic Sessa, who plays Angus in this movie here, in which he's this student who has to stay over the holidays with Paul Giamatti in the film here, in which this is actually his very first film credit here. And as for his performance in this movie here, he was really great here. And I thought his overall character development was very strong here, because we do learn about his backstory, and I thought his backstory was very touching here, and I did find myself really connected with him as I was watching the film here. And as for his relationship with Paul Giamatti throughout the entire film here, I thought was genuinely sweet here. At the very start, their relationship starts off a bit rocky, but later down the line in the film, it gets really heartwarming and all that. And as for Divine Randolph, who plays this grieving cook named Mary, she was also incredible in the movie here, and I found myself really connected with her as I was watching the film as well, because I really felt for her, since she is dealing with grief in the film here, because she's still struggling with the loss of a loved one that she had in her life and all that, which was her son, whom he died during the war and all that. And as for the direction by Alexander Payne, it is absolutely excellent here through the overall look at the film here, because it feels like an old-fashioned film. And as I was watching the film, it made me feel like I was watching an old-fashioned film here that was released many decades ago here. It felt like I was watching a film that was released in the 70s, because this film is set in the 1970s at Christmas time here. And I thought Alexander Payne did a fantastic job for the overall direction of this film, for every single scene throughout the entire film here. And as for the overall story, the film, it is really strong, yeah, very heartwarming here through the whole relationship between Paul Giamatti and Dominic Sessa here, as well as with Divine Randolph as well here during the Christmas season. And as for the overall pacing of the film, it is really well paced here, since the film's only on for 2 hours and 11 minutes, and there was never a single moment as I was watching the film here that made me lose interest in the slightest or anything like that, because, like I said, I did find myself remotely connected with this film throughout the whole runtime here. So overall, in the end, guys, The Holdovers, this was indeed another great achievement by Alexander Payne here, and I can definitely say as well, this is definitely another wonderful film to be released to be released in 2023 here, and there are a few ways I can recommend this film. If you're a fan of movies that set during Christmas, or you're a fan of the director Alexander Payne, or any of the actors like Paul Giamatti, this would definitely be a good cup of tea for yourselves here. So that's pretty much all I have to say about The Holdovers. I'm going to give The Holdovers 5 out of 5. Yet not a single flaw I could pick out with this movie yet, because, like I said before, this was indeed another wonderful film here by Alexander Payne, and this is definitely another great achievement for his film library here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my AK After I Saw review on The Holdovers, and let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already, or if you just recently checked this out. Did you really adore this film, or was this not really a cup of tea? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.